Yo, what is up? Welcome back. This is the third episode of the third part to the series of Letting Go. If you haven't checked out the other two, I would say go back. You can watch this. Of course, you can watch this. But it'll make sense if you go through all three of them in an order. Yeah, super stoked that you're here. Okay. As promised, the Novena, this Novena, it's called the Surrender Novena, given by Jesus to Father Dolindo Rutulu. And I guarantee that I pronounced that correctly. The Surrender Novena introduced me like a couple months ago. I've just said it over and over and over again, and it's incredible. So to give you a little taste, this is day one. Why do you confuse yourself? So Jesus is writing to Father and us. Like I read this as Jesus writing to me. Why do you confuse yourself by worrying? Leave the care of your affairs to me, and everything will be peaceful. I say to you in truth, that every act of true, blind, complete surrender to me produces the effect that you desire and resolves all difficult situations. Leave the care of your affairs to me. So, we've talked about this idea of letting go. Now, what do we do now? How do we let go? If you know me, my big thing is be here now. Be present, be in the moment. If you're with me, be with me. If not, why are you here? I got a tattoo of it. Also, my favorite artist wrote a song called Be Here Now. Also, one of my favorite books is called Be Here Now. So, big fan of Be Here Now. This is why. If we can be in the present moment, that's where we find happiness. That's where we find joy. Not in the future, not in the past, but in the present moment. That's where we find sanctity. So that's why I just get riled up about being present, being in the moment. I love it. And this fits so well with this whole series of letting go. Because when you're in the present moment, when you're really, really, really in the present moment, you're letting go of the past. When you're completely in love with the present moment, you're not worried about the sin that you committed yesterday, or you're not worried about, I hope I don't fall to that same sin tomorrow or in 30 minutes. You're in the present moment, and that's where God is. When you're in the present moment, you're available for the people around you. So when we are truly, truly present in this moment, we start to notice different things. We start to notice that I'm not in control. I have no idea what's going to happen in 30 seconds. I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth in a minute. So I'm able to detach myself from this. I'm able to bring myself back in this moment and look at how vulnerable I am in this moment. And then at that moment, I have nothing else to do but accept and let go. You've definitely probably experienced this. I know I've experienced it with a group of friends of mine that are just, every time we get together, so much openness, so much vulnerability, so much availability for each other that we're just there. Like, no one's on their phones, like calling other people up. No one's thinking about what's going to happen, but we're all just like right there. And we're just like, this is awesome. This is the kingdom. It's right here. This is it. This is what I'm made for, is this present moment. Within that, we can let go of what happened yesterday. We can let go of what's going to happen. And we can be there with the people that are there with us, with the God that is there with us. And I'm convinced that that's where happiness is. I want to elaborate one more time that I'm not perfect at this. That if you watch this and you're like, yeah, I know that dude, he's not always present. It's like, yeah, I 100% agree with you. Like, it's super something that's just it can be tough to bring yourself back into this present moment. But this is where what's called the Jesus prayer comes into play, and some people call it mantras and stuff. So having a sentence, having a line that you can repeat to yourself over and over and over again to bring you back into the moment. So what the Jesus prayer is on your inhale, you say, Jesus, Son of God, and then on your exhale, have mercy on me, a sinner. Jesus, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. So you're saying this, and you just like, it's crazy. You can just like start saying it, and then you don't even know you're saying it, and it's just a constant thought that's going on. And when you have one thought going on in your mind that's dominant, that you're really, really put there for a reason, then all of these thoughts of worry or frustration of everything else disperse. You let go of them. And then that thought brings you back into this moment. Jesus Christ. This works so well for me because it's so relevant in my life right now. Jesus Christ, Son of God, I believe in you. I believe in that guy. Have mercy on me, a sinner. I believe I've sinned. I believe that I need mercy. And I believe that I need it right here, right now. Not I need it later. I need it right now. And so over and over again, reminding me, right now is where I can get mercy. Right now is where I can be sanctified. Right now is where I can recognize him. I can let go of everything else. And I can be happy in this moment. Being present, and not only in the good times, not only when you're surrounded by your favorite people, not only when you're having an amazing meal, but through your sufferings also. Being present, being aware, having a healthy perspective on your life, on everything that's going on around you. I think that's where happiness comes from. You don't have to be happy constantly, but I think a majority of the time you can be happy when you are aware of the perspective. And even in that, your perspective is even lower, is like even less of a perspective than God's perspective. So if you're aware of that, then we can be zoned in on this present moment with all of that understood, that he is guiding me. And if he truly is who he says he is, then I don't have to worry. I don't have to be afraid. If I can let go and let him, that's where my sanctity lies. That's where my ability to truly love lies. And above all, that's where he is. So thank you very much for watching this. Hopefully you got through the whole series. I literally on my board, I had the writings of like the series. I was like writing it out a little rough outline. And I had 5-minute videos, 15 minutes total. And I think the first video went to like 20 or something. Like every video was way more than that. So sorry about that, but hopefully the audio sounds good, everything. If you like this, please let me know. I would love, I am back and forth with this creating thing. Am I really supposed to be doing this? Am I not? So just would love some feedback, some thoughts on it. Check out my website, findingtheflame.com. I have a new podcast out, just kind of trying to get as many people as possible to interview and talk to. So I don't really have to do that much talking. I just ask questions and then they go. So yeah, thank you very much. Have a good one.